Hello, this is how Australia allows its national symbol to be brutalised. As you can see, this poor is having trouble keeping her balance. You would have to assume it's because of the immense agony she's going through after having a lower jaw blown off from a gunshot. Although this particular roo is not a result of a government organised roo cull, it is worth mentioning. Approximately 120,000 roos suffer as this one, and some even say the numbers could reach 1 million misshot roos from government culls alone annually. Countless more from private shooters, such as in this case, that as you will see, go unchecked. Now apparently, macropods are protected fauna in Australia. Well, I'm not convinced, and there is no evidence in this video to suggest they are protected. The law does say, if the shooter does not kill the animal outright, the shooter must not shoot another until all reasonable effort has been made to destroy the wounded animal. Clearly, this did not happen, as there were 3 other cases very similar to this reported in the days following this incident surrounding a certain property. But yet New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife, along with New South Wales Police, failed to do, in my opinion, a reasonable investigation, saying there was not enough evidence, meaning I would have had to have witnessed the event. But that would make me a trespasser, evidence then inadmissible. The joey has been ejected from mum's pouch, which does happen when mothers are in terrible suffering. The joey could have been dropped in a paddock. Then the helpless little joey would freeze to death, perhaps over many hours. Or crows would pluck the eyes out while the joey is still alive. On average, 3,000 joeys such as this die every night in Australia at the hands of shooters alone. They call it euthanizing them, but it's more like an execution, as the joey's head would be cut off, or their heads are smashed over a tow ball, or beaten over the head with a metal pipe, for example. Some of you might think just as well it's only a kangaroo. Well, stop and think for a second if it was your jaw that was blown off. What sort of a panic emotional state would you find yourself in? Or have we become so ignorant and self-absorbed to really care about other species besides our own? About the wonderful animals that exist on our planet? The day we lose consideration, common courtesy, compassion for our animals, humanity is truly lost. They bleed and feel the same pain as you and I. So here I ask, where are the shooters around here? So here we have 4 roos missing their bottom jaw, gunshots the night before, and people pointing at one property. Is this not evidence? Or do we need to resurrect Sherlock Holmes to figure this out? But as far as I'm aware, the property owners only got a talking to, no investigation. You have to ask again, are they really protected? The joey was not harmed at all, but you might notice the joey's right eye is inflamed, due to the joey's own urine in the eyes, as mum would use her mouth to clean the joey and the pouch. Obviously she was unable to do so due to her overwhelming injuries. I think this should be our coat of arms. This depicts Australia perfectly. The only crime these macropods commit, they eat grass. Us humans, meant to be the most intelligent, sophisticated species on our planet, have many crimes to answer for. Look at the destruction we do every day to our own environment. But some uneducated people have the audacity to call this harmless herbivore a pest. The kangaroo is promoted heavily to represent Australia, but gets treated cruelly by Australia. Hypocritical, don't you think? So I ask you, who's the real pest? The species on the right or the species on the left?